Hey everyone, welcome to my special edition of NeU-Wizards. This is NeU-Wizards Modern Horizons edition. Today I'll talk about the new blue wizards released in the NeU set. We'll start with the common ones. The first one is Fairy Seer. It's a 1/1 fairy wizard for 1 blue. It has flying, and when it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Fairy Seer is really cool. It's basically Flying Man with an extra ability. It loses the human subtype, but Fairy and Wizard are two pretty relevant subtypes too. In formats like Commander, where players start at 40 life, and you have multiple opponents, a 1/1 flyer that provides no card advantage is pretty bad on its own, so you probably won't play it unless it has strong interactions with other cards. In Wizard decks like Asami, Fairy Seer can help you look for combo pieces, both by scrying when he enters the battlefield and by tapping itself for Asami's ability. I couldn't really play it in more controlish versions of Asami though. It can also be pretty good in Edric, where having a lot of cheap evasive creatures is the main plan. Other than those two, there's not a lot of other decks that would really want this card. Maybe Adelis or Esuri could make use of this for their aggressive strategies. Or Vanifer could use it to start chaining, but the scry advantage is lost by shuffling. In 1v1 formats with 20 lives, this gets a lot better, both in a blue aggressive or tempo strategies, and in a straight up fairy decks, making your spells tutor sprites a lot better. So yeah, this is a cool card. Our second card is Pondering Mage, 3/4 human wizard for 3 generic and 2 blue mana. It has, when Pondering Mage enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. You may shuffle your library, draw a card. So it's a wizard that ponders when it enters the battlefield. I'm not such a big fan of this card. The effect is neat, but 5 mana is a lot for that. I'd rather play Seagate Oracle, even though it's a weaker effect. It could still see play in Blink decks like Brago, but there's much better options at 5 mana. So yeah, not great. Our third common is Windcaller Raven. This one is a 4/3 bird wizard for 4 generic and 2 blue mana. It has flying, cycling for 1 blue, and when you cycle Windcaller Raven, target creature gains flying until end of turn. 4/3 flyer for 6 mana is not good, unless you're playing limited, and even there it's too much mana most of the time. But the cycling is pretty cool, there's worse cantrips. But this one has no synergy with Spellslinger strategies, which makes this pretty bad. The only place I could see it played is in cycling decks, so again, not great. Now for our first uncommon, we have Tribute Mage. It is a 2/2 human wizard for 2 generic and 1 blue mana. It has, when Tribute Mage enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 2, reveal that card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So another card in the Trinket Mage family. And like all of those, this is pretty great, especially in combo decks. It's a lot of strong 2 mana artifacts. And this even finds both pieces of the Sword of the Meek Thopter Foundry combo. And even in fair decks, this works nice as a toolbox card. I hope the next one of these looks for 4 converted mana cost artifacts. But for now, I'm really happy with this one. For our second uncommon, we have Watcher for Tomorrow. It's a 2/1 human wizard for 1 generic and 1 blue mana. It has Hideaway, and when Watcher of Tomorrow leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into its owner's hand. Watcher for Tomorrow is not a crazy combo piece or enabler, but it's a pretty nice value card. The fact that you get the card when it leaves the battlefield, and not only when it dies, makes this pretty great for Blink decks, and getting to impulse every turn, or even multiple times per turn, to win you the game pretty quickly. It's also pretty useful for decks looking to sacrifice creatures like Vanifer and Food Chain decks. It entering the battlefield tapped makes me not want to play it in Asami though. And for our last card, our first and only rare, Bazaar Trade Mage. It is a 3/4 human wizard for 2 generic and 1 blue mana. It has flying, and when Bazaar Trade Mage enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 3 cards. This is a pretty aggressive card. 3/4 flyers for 3 are pretty strong, even though you end up with card disadvantage when you play this. But this card's real home is in graveyard synergy decks. Everyone knows Bazaar of Baghdad is a stupidly strong card, enabling dredge strategies in formats where it's legal, And even though these cards only gives you the effect once, Commander is a format that loves graveyard strategies. And playing these alongside cards with Flashback, Madness, Delve, or just reanimation spells can put you really ahead in terms of card advantage. I wouldn't play this in any deck, but decks that want this will really love this. And that's all the new Wizards we're getting this set. I'm really happy with them, and I can't wait to try them.